Hey guys, this would be my first IGTV video, and this will also go on YouTube. So what I thought today is I'll make a video on how to become a naval pilot. So we are civil pilots. This is Commander Rizvi, he's Captain Rizvi now. He's ex naval pilot. So I would ask him a few questions, and let's see what the answers are. Sir, okay. So my first question is, what was your goal before you even joined the Navy, or what did you want to be?
Well, as it used to be in those days, I'm talking about the late 80s when I passed out from my 12th after doing my 12th standard. That time the private services were not many. Options were limited only to government or maybe some engineers or doctors. That was the only option. So that time a friend of mine came up with this. His brother-in-law was in defense, army to be precise. And when I went through it, the prospectus and all he showed me of the National Defense Academy, I found it very adventurous and very promising and challenging at the same time. As well as it was offering a good pay scale also as compared to the other services outside. So that was the goal, to first join the defense services. Naval came up because I was interested in flying. Right from the beginning, the only option was Air Force and Navy. Somebody advised me naval flying is more challenging, and that's how I ended up with Navy.
Sir, so my next question is, how do you enter the Navy and how do you enter naval aviation? And can you directly choose that you want to be a pilot even before entering the Navy?
Well, earlier it used to be, and even now sometimes they do offer in a short gap, and especially when there is a shortage of qualified pilots, they open the window for a year or so. Earlier during my time it was there. They used to take direct CPL holder. A lot of people are joined from Delhi Flying Club directly. But when we joined that time, this option was not available. In fact, I joined immediately after the 12th. I opted for the NDA route, in which we fill in the services which we off for right in the beginning when they fill the form.
No, sir, but I am asking, even before joining, can you decide? You're a 12th standard pass out. Can you decide I want to be a pilot and join the Navy in that way?
That's what I am saying. There are two types of entries. When you want to join the Navy as pilot only, that is called aviation entry. That used to be called. That is not right now. I don't know if it is open or not. But it opens for bracket, this thing. For certain periods when there is acute shortage, they take direct entries. Also, who are qualified, who are license holder, they can come straight away as a aviator. Otherwise, after joining the Navy, either from India or after doing your graduation through Naval Academy, you come and thereafter you opt for them. They ask for the volunteers below a certain age group. At that time, if I remember, it used to be 25 or 26 below that age, and there you opt for, and depending upon your passing of PABT, or if in case you have passed the PABT earlier, so you are given the choice depending upon the vacancy and your capability assessment of.
All right. So my next question would be, how to join the Navy? Like, is there any minimum qualification and age limit? That's the next question, sir.
No, there is no specific qualification as such for the aviation in Navy, because the requirement for joining the defense, any defense services, minimum earlier used to be 12th standard, even now. But for aviation, you have to be from science side, that is PCM.
Okay.
Physics, chemistry, physics, maths is a mandatory requirement, as is also for the civil pilots. But entry can be, as I have already said, after 12 pass, that is through NDA, and thereafter off for the Navy, or you can go through Naval Academy after doing a post-graduation and thereafter.
What about those who have done their graduation? Is there a possibility for them?
Yeah. They can go straight away for the Naval Academy. That's what I told.
Okay.
Because their training is just 1.5 years as compared to National Defense Academy, where the total training.
So
is 4
once you
years.
enter the Navy, you have to qualify PABT test, right?
Yeah, if you have not done earlier, you have to give that PABT test, because that is a mandatory requirement. Basically, they assess your psych.
So what happens in a PABT test? How was your experience in the PABT?
It was quite nice. It is not exactly, but you can compare it to something like computer game. Different types of computer games you play. Basically, the aim is to assess your psychomotor skills, what you are perceiving the things, and if you are able to respond to that situation.
All right. So my next question is the pay in the Navy at par with civil aviation? And also, how's the life there?
Well, if you compare just the pay in the sense of taking home pay, then obviously civil pilots get little
Paid more. Okay.
much more in fact than the pilots who are serving in the Navy or for that matter any defense force. But if you see the package, what they nowadays call CTC, cost to company, it might work out more or less, because in Navy they provide you your total accommodation is free, your immediate family as well. If your parents are dependent, they take care of all their medical this thing, which is quite a bit. There your insurance, and apart from that the lifestyle which you get, the various canteen facilities and other facilities which you get. So if you start paying them, it will probably work out much more than what we earn here. But if you just talk about the take home pay in terms of cash, then obviously the civil pilots get more, and certainly there's no comparison between the lifestyle of defense services and the commercial piloting. Both in officially, yes, that is what I am saying regarding the flying. Flying as such is much more adventurous as compared to the civil monotonous flying, and personal life is certainly much better.
Much better in the Navy.
Yeah, in any defense services for that.
All right. So, last but not the least, a few words of motivation for the upcoming aviators.
Well, I have already covered, I think, most of the questions that I have answered. That has got sufficient hints about it, because, right, not just the money aspect overall, your good lifestyle, your family, your kids, and various other your kind of flying, the quality of flying which we do is no match to what you do in the civil world of civil aviation and such. That itself is a motivation, and not just that. Once you retire, or once you retire maybe after 20 years or 30 years, you are sure to get some job outside also. That is another perk, you can say. So you have enjoyed the best of both the worlds.
Best of both worlds, all right. So thank you, sir. So this was Captain Rizvi, ex naval pilot, Commander Rizvi, and I am Captain Sanjit. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Be safe.